In this video, we'll show you how to incorporate a sensor into your sequence in Visual Programmer. For this, you can use any of the sensors from your Hummingbird kit connected to the Duo controller board. I'll be using a distance sensor for my bot. Click and drag a sensor block into the sequence builder. Inside the sensor block, you can determine which type of sensor you will be using and which port it is attached to by using the drop-down menus. I will be attached to port 1. The green bar shows the current value of the sensor in reference to what is being sensed. This value updates even when the program is not running. Within the sensor block, there are 2 parallel tracks to add sequences or expressions. Keep in mind that only one track will play at a time, but each track can play multiple expressions and sequences. To have your robot react to the sensor, make sure you run the sensor block in a global loop. Click play and your sensor will become active. In this case, as I move my hand towards the sensor, it will sense my motions, and the eyes of my bot will go on and off. You can adjust the sensor threshold, or the point at which the sensor block decides to play the left or right track, by sliding the blue block to the left or right. If the green sensor value is to the right of the blue bar, the right track will play. If it is to the left of the blue bar, the left track will play. When using a sensor block, it's important to think through how often the sensor is checked. One way to check the sensor frequently is to have one or both tracks use expressions that take 0 seconds or a short amount of time. And as always, be sure to save your work by clicking Save and adding a title. Now let's try something different. You can also add full sequences to a sensor block track to get your robot to perform a more complicated action based on the value of the sensor bar. For this example, say that you want to program your bot so that when anything comes near your sensor, the sequence is triggered. And when there is nothing around your sensor, the bot takes no action at all. Our local loops at the bottom of the sensor block will help us do just that. I'll start by adding the 3 blink sequence to the near track. We won't need anything in the far track since we don't want our bot to have any actions if there's nothing near it. Set the local loop on the far track by clicking on the button just below the track. With the global loop from earlier still set and the sequence set to play, when anything approaches our bot, it will react with the 3 blinks and have no reaction when I distance myself from it. And again, remember to save your work.